to the Future, a film released way back in 1985, was a roaring success and quickly became an international phenomenon. What the creators didn't realize at the time was the enormous impact this film would have on the success of the DeLorean Company. The sports car manufacturer saw their sales boom after the model DMC DeLorean featured as the Time Machine in Back to the Future. Fast forward to now, the DeLorean Company is transitioning into the world of electric vehicles. What does the future hold for this iconic brand and the development of its electric cars? Keep watching this video to find out. The DeLorean Time Machine of 1985. The DeLorean Motor Company began developing their first car for the market in 1981. This was the two-seater rear-engine sports car named the DMC DeLorean. The sports car was visually impressive. It had doors that opened up like gull wings and a cool stainless steel look. However, it lacked power and performance. As a result, sales were minimal, and the company filed for bankruptcy in 1982. Around this time, the company's owner, John DeLorean, was placed on trial for drug charges. This put his name and brand in the public eye. An idea sparked in the minds of the creators of Back to the Future. They decided to build their time machine in one of his cars, inspired by its visually impressive features. Some key additions were made, notably a display that states the destination date and time, the current date, and the date the car last departed. To activate the flux capacitor, the vehicle must accelerate to 88 miles per hour. Not to mention the time machine is electric and relies on plutonium-fueled nuclear energy to operate. This decision changed the course of history for the DeLorean Company, as the DeLorean Time Machine became one of the most iconic cars in the whole film industry. Even though the sports car company had shut down by this point, film fans could still purchase their own versions. The company had produced thousands of extra parts. They had expected their cars to be a lot more popular than they were back in 1982. The model featured in Back to the Future was able to be built from the ground up for the excited fans who purchased them. Some buyers even modified their cars to match the time machine in the movie. Good luck to anyone trying to build a flux capacitor. Even today, the vehicle remains popular, with an estimated 6,500 of these cars still on the roads. A new era for DeLoreans. The original DeLorean Company never recovered after their catastrophic failures of 1982. Still, a new company named DeLorean Motor Company was started in 1995 in Texas. It initially aimed to provide support to DeLorean owners through restorations, selling replacement parts and stock, and servicing the cars. Over the years, it has been made clear that the company has wanted to move away from the original DeLorean car and produce its own futuristic models. It released many concepts, including electric vehicles from the 90s through to the 2010s. The first Alpha model was created in 1982, and since then, there have been many more iterations of this car. The Alpha 2 was proposed in 1993 and focused heavily on increasing aerodynamics and a dynamic rounded surface. Computer modeling facilitated simulations, allowing engineers to further develop the car's function. However, towards the end of the decade, the DeLorean Motor Company realized that the world was beginning to focus on environmentally friendly and renewable energy. The climate crisis was at the forefront of most people's minds, and electric vehicle development was booming. This led to the concept model Alpha 3 in 2003, which was DeLorean's first electric vehicle, a luxury electric sedan. To keep up with the current market, DeLorean used environmentally friendly fabrics and materials in its production, and incorporated technological advancements of the 2000s, such as GPS navigation and LED lighting. The design was unconventional and sleek, yet the car was never designed to be mass-produced. Rather, it was a model which allowed the company to explore new possibilities and push the boundaries with what could be achieved in the future. In 2010, the Alpha 4 concept was revealed. There were differing models, some being SUVs and some being pickup trucks. All of them were powered by hydrogen, with a fuel cell engine, and maintained the iconic gull-wing doors. The pickup trucks had extreme versions, where the setup could be lifted 70 millimeters higher than usual, as well as street and sports models. These cars boasted room for 7 to 8 passengers, a far cry from the 2-passenger DMC DeLorean used in Back to the Future, which originally shot the brand to fame. Clearly, the DeLorean Motor Company wanted to push the brand to new heights and move into new segments of the car market. It became known for developing trailblazing models. However, none of this ever came to fruition. DeLorean never put plans into action, and concepts stayed on paper rather than being developed into something tangible. Until now, the DeLorean Alpha5. Let's jump back into a time machine and fast forward into the future, to February of 2022. The DeLorean Motor Company began to tease the public with suggestions of a new car model being released this year. A short 15-second video was posted on their Twitter account with a cryptic message stating that the future was never promised. A new website has been published, which contains a timeline that goes all the way back to the 1980s and details concepts, history, and future ideas for the company up until 2040. On May 30th, 2022, the first images of the electric vehicle concept were released to the world. The car that is set to be produced is called the DeLorean Alpha5 and pays homage to the last 40 years of the DeLorean brand, whilst meeting the expectations of the modern market. All other Alpha concepts have been meticulously studied, and only the best aspects of each one has been incorporated into the Alpha5. The first public appearance of a prototype of the car occurred at the highly prestigious California car show Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance in August of this year. It was met with excitement, yet some fans were disappointed with the departure from the original iconic car they know and love. It has a sleek, modern look, with the only similarity with the DeLorean Time Machine of 1985 being the gull-wing doors. The car has been designed with care and aims to run significantly better than the original DeLorean, which had countless issues and modifications required to run smoothly. Technical innovations of the last 40 years have been incorporated into the DeLorean Alpha5, such as LED lights, widescreen displays, smooth curvature, and multi-spoke alloy wheels. The car is powerful, much more so than any other DeLorean model before. The top speed it can reach is 155 miles per hour, and the Alpha5 can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3 seconds. Here's a fun fact for any Back to the Future fans. The car from the movie could only accelerate to the speed required for time travel to occur, 88 miles per hour, in 4.35 seconds. That means time travel has never been closer. If you are a Back to the Future fan and are enjoying this video so far, please remember to like and subscribe to our channel. We don't want you to miss out on any more electric car-related content. And if the DeLorean Motor Company ever unravels the world's first time-traveling car, you'll be the first to know about it. Unlike its predecessors, the company has stated that it is finally ready to bring the Alpha5 to life. Producing the car at any other time would have been premature, and they wanted to wait until they had all of the capabilities to produce the best care possible. Prices will be very high for the Alpha5, unlike the original DeLorean of 1981. Estimates are starting at around $175,000. This is a lot more expensive than the $25,000 price tag of a DMC DeLorean back in the day. Modern functionality does come with a high price tag, but developers of this futuristic car don't expect this to put off potential buyers. DeLorean is honoring tradition by only producing 88 of these cars, the magic number of miles per hour from the DeLorean Time Machine, and expecting them to be all sold out within 1 year of the launch. These cars, however, will not be roadworthy, only for track use. But if all goes well, there are plans to produce cars for legal use on highways and other electric vehicle models to cater to different tastes and requirements. The only issue is funding. With DeLorean's historical failures when it comes to making money, the company needs to be wary of overproducing and not making a profit. The company is likely to offer an initial public offering in order to get the funds they need to continue manufacturing cars. Suppose the DeLorean Motor Company wants to join the top names in electric vehicle manufacturing. In that case, they need to make smarter business decisions and be ready to evolve to match the consumer's wants and needs. Would you purchase one of these cars? Let us know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.